Okay, I'm back, and I've pulled out a few things that I don't know if I'm going to use, but I'm going to play a little. The first thing I'm going to use is the Steampunk Sepia Magicals. It's by Lindy's. So all I do is, it's very, very, very fine mica powder. I shake it so it touches the lid, and then you see you get some on the lid. And I have a water brush, and I'm just going to pick up some of this from the lid. I'm going to try some on the brick first. So just going to paint it on there. I think I'm going to add a couple of colors, but I'm not sure what it's going to turn out like. So you can do several coats depending on how dark you want it to be. I'm just going to put my brush right in here and grab some up. Now that's nice and dark, I like that. Kind of thought I would like to add a bit of a rusty color so it looks a little bit more like brick. So I think I'm going to play with a bit of Inca Gold. I did bring out a Lindy's spray, but I'm not sure that'll work. It might. So you don't want your brush too wet, or it really thins out the color. That looks kind of cool. I think I like it. Let's get a good amount in there now. Now that I'm sure I want to use it, I'm going to go down here. So magicals like the Perfect Pearls. There's a few other brand names out there for the mica powders. These are the two that I own. Can be mixed with your mediums and used straight like that. Instead of painting them on like this, you can add them right to your modeling paste or even your gel mediums. I think it goes farther this way rather than adding them to your paste, because of course the paste, when it's wet, will thin it down, and so then you don't get that true color that you're looking for. Just adding a little more water. I think I added too much water. Oh, maybe not. So far I'm liking the way this is turning out. I think this is my favorite part of any journal, is the cover. I really enjoy designing covers, and it's fun. Okay, so I will do this. Probably go back over spots as well. So I want it sort of variegated, because a brick wall generally isn't solid one color. So having it light in some spots and darker in others is perfect. You can see how well this paste absorbs the color, though. Some modeling pastes a little bit harder to color. Excuse me. You probably can't see it, but I really like all the creasing that's in the actual paste. It gives it different levels. Makes it look more like an old wall. Okay, so excuse me. You can see the different colors that you get with how much water you actually add to your magicals. And then once that's dry, I think, I don't know, I might try Little Lindy's. Let's see. So this one is called Canna Lily Burnt Orange. And I have a little paintbrush. I'm gonna give it a whirl and see what happens. Now in this case I would just spray a little on my mat. That's good. I don't want a lot. I don't want it to be, you know, like really orange or anything, but I think if I just sort of brush a few spots, I'm not losing out on my shimmer because there's shimmer in this as well. As the magicals dry, then you'll see more of the shimmer come out. Okay, so there you get a little bit more definition in there. I'm liking the way that's turning out. And so I'll just continue. I hope this isn't super boring for you. But after I've done this, then I kind of want to add, I think, some gold maybe. I'm not sure if I want to just do the edge or maybe a pattern. I'm having difficulty seeing. These glasses aren't working for me. But I love the way this stencil turned out. Very happy with that. You don't mind the cost of something if you really like it. I'm to that point now. I have to love it before I'll buy it. Even if it's a sale item. It's not much of a sale if you end up not using it. So I watch my pennies now. Oh, I guess I can't. We don't have pennies anymore. Best thing we ever did was get rid of the penny. So I'll tell you the hardest thing about filming the start to finish is I'm extremely impatient, and I really want to work on the book, but I know that I have to wait and let it dry and then film and then wait. And I find that really difficult because when I'm in the mood to craft, I sometimes do like a huge marathon, and I'll be down here for 8 or 9 hours straight, Although with my new kind of eating, my carb plan, I do make sure I eat 3 meals a day now. I was so bad before. I get, so involved, and I lose all track of time. And next thing I know, I'm having to make dinner. I haven't had breakfast or lunch, which is really bad for you. So now I do force myself to stop what I'm doing. That's really hard for me. This is really turning out pretty. I'm loving the brick on there. I think it's really pretty. Okay, I'm doing the whole thing the same color, but I will go back with the canna lily just to get a secondary color. Most of Lindy's things are kind of a two-tone. Their Moonshadow Mists are. Oh, and they're gorgeous. I have a slight Lindy's obsession. I love their products. But again, to that point now, if I'm not using it, then I can't justify buying more just to have it. Again, it's, that little bit of OCD thing where you collect. I collect stuff, And it's that obsessive compulsive thing going on. It's all hand in hand with the constant picture straightening and lining canned goods up, my books have to go from big to small or small to big, whichever. I don't know. It's a little nuts, but that's who I am. And I'm not hurting anybody, so yeah, I think it's perfectly okay. Okay, last little bit here, and then I'm going to get out the, can't quite see the pattern here, but doesn't have to be perfect. That'll work. Okay, so I don't need that, and I'll let the top dry on that, and then I'll spray a little bit more on my craft mat. Probably end up sticking my arm in it, but oh well. And then I'm just going to add little bits of color here and there. Okay, I think that will do. So the next thing I wanted to do, how much time do I have? Getting close to the end here. I'm just going to hit it with a heat gun and dry that up a little. So I'm not sure now if this will show for you, but I'll hold it up, and I'm not sure if the shimmer will show. It's not like hugely shimmery, but there is a shimmer to it. And then I do want to do, I'm wondering maybe what I'll do. I always add a little bit of water to mine. It gets really dry, so just add a little squirt of water, and then I use my finger. So I think I'm just going to go lightly over it in spots. Just picking up the raised edge of things. Pasty again. So I just have to hold it up. Alright, I think I'm done. Okay, so there it is. I'll hold it up, go from the top to the bottom. So that's kind of how I do a mixed media cover. Okay, so I'm going to stop it here, you guys, and then when I come back, we'll work on pages. Talk to you soon. Bye.